Interest in search engine optimization is at an all-time high. This shocked me so much. I was looking at Google Trends. This was just a couple of hours ago. I said, I want to see the interest in SEO. And actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought maybe interest in SEO would actually be down because there's so much interest in AI. There's so much interest in social media marketing, interest in search engine optimization. According to Google Trends, the topic search engine optimization, but also, the topic of search engine optimization interest is at an all-time high. For just the term search engine optimization, because you can sort on Google Trends by topic or by term, interest for the term completely spiked since December, and I think it's almost at an all-time high. It's close. It's close. It's spiked in December. But the topic, interest in the topic of search engine optimization, according to Google Trends, is at a dramatic all-time high. Dramatic. And not just that, it has been steadily increasing since 2004. And so this spike in interest in SEO started in December of last year, December 2024. And even then, it was almost at an all-time high. Even then, it was still very high in December. And since December, it just completely spiked. This is so crazy. I'm really surprised at this. So for everybody who's interested in SEO, you're in good company. Here's why I think there was a spike. I think, one, there was a lot of volatility in December, volatility in the search engine results in December. AI overviews started rolling out. Then there was a March update. I think a lot of people are making their own apps or they're making more products and they want to know how to market their products. I think AI has enabled people to make products a lot easier. People want to know how to do marketing for their products. Not everybody wants to do social media marketing. And if you're the type of person who's going to sit behind a computer and vibe code a SaaS app or something, you might also be the type of person who's really interested in SEO. AI has enabled SEO as well. AI has made many aspects of search engine optimization easier. So probably this perfect storm of influences that have led to this spike in interest. But it's still, it's really surprising. It's amazing. I want to do also a quick, everybody should be paying attention to this. The Google I/O conference is happening in a few hours, and Google is expected to announce AI mode at this conference. This is where you do a search in Google, and then you can just ask Google's AI follow-up questions right there in the search engine results page. So it's like, imagine you get an AI overview, but you can follow up with the AI overview and ask it questions. And that's what AI mode is going to be. Google is announcing that. Probably, I think Google I/O is 2 days, so they're probably going to announce it today or tomorrow. It'll be a pretty big announcement, just really changing search engine optimization even further, but also changing the way that people interact with Google a lot further. And this is actually amazing news. People are doing more searches now because AI just makes it easier. People also know that AI hallucinates. So they, especially for complicated queries, they go into the results to verify answers. For transactional terms, there's more people who are figuring out what they want faster. And so then they're being brought to pages to transact or to take action even faster. I'm really bullish today seeing this graph, seeing the interest in SEO. I'm really bullish. I want to leave you with this, and I'm keeping this episode short. Yesterday was a 90-minute episode with a senior executive at Moz. A really great episode. And actually tomorrow I'm having the former head of SEO at Omnicom on the podcast. Omnicom, at one point, very recently, it was the largest publicly traded company, the largest publicly traded marketing agency, It was the largest publicly traded marketing agency, Omnicom. The head of SEO, the former head of SEO, is coming on the show tomorrow. So I'm keeping this one rather short. But here's what you should start doing right now if you haven't started doing this already. Transactional keywords have been crushing in SEO basically forever, but it's only been recently that people are learning how great they are. I think a good amount of that is due to just me talking about it nonstop because I'm obsessed with it. Set up your sites for transactional keywords. Have hub pages that categorize your transactional keywords. I like to do uses. If it's like a software company, for example, you might do uses. You could also do solutions. If you're a services business, you could do services. So you have this hub page called services. It's linked to in the footer. You go to it, the subfolder, the subdirectory is the name of it. So it's either services or uses or solutions or something else. And then you describe all of the ways in which your product is used and everything that your product satisfies. So people who are Googling with the intent to take action, they know what they want, and they're just looking for a brand to give them what they want. They come across your pages as they are literally ready to convert. They're just looking for a brand that will enable them to convert. And if you make these hub pages, it makes it really easy to do. When you have these hub pages, it's really easy to go after lots of these keywords at once. They don't take a lot of work to go after. One page can be 400 to 500 words. I shared a page 2 days ago. That page, it was a page of mine. It was 336 words. I made that in like 2 hours. So set up your website for these bottom of funnel pages. That's number one. And then number two, develop topical authority. Submit your site to relevant directories or general directories. Use language around your niche and what you offer. Be descriptive. Go on podcasts. You can do that with AIPodcastmatcher.com. Connects you with hosts who want guests on their shows. Answer questions from Help a Reporter Out and Source of Sources. Spend 5 minutes making a video a day about your niche and include a link to your website and your brand in the description for that video. Put up a video a day. Just spend 5 minutes on it each day. Something, a lot of people really overvalue backlinks, and something that the senior executive from Moz said on yesterday's episode, I thought this was really great. He mentioned that if you have this influx of backlinks, but you don't have an influx of branded searches, Google can see through that manipulative behavior. Because think about it. If you are going viral and people are linking to you because you're going viral, you're also getting more branded searches. People are also searching more with your brand name. That's how it would naturally look. And if you have the backlinks without the branded searches, well, that looks suspicious to Google, and Google's a lot more likely to discount those backlinks, to just ignore them altogether. I really believe backlinks matter so much less than they used to. Somebody asked me on Instagram today, if I had to prioritize ranking factors in Google, what would they be? And I said, number one is keyword targeting. Number two is engagement. And none of that matters if you don't have topical authority. You still need to have some topical authority, but it's really easy to get that. You can do that in the ways that I just shared. And then once you do that, have your keywords, have hub pages, put your keywords in your page title, your URL slug, your H1, your meta description, the beginning of your first sentence, target them like that. Give searchers what they want above the fold. You're good to go. That's what I wanted to share with you on this episode of The Edward Show. Interest in SEO is at an all-time high, and we are all going to crush it together. If you would like to go deeper on search engine optimization, I have a 13.5-hour course that I spent a year making at compactkeywords.com. It is all about how to do transactional SEO. SEO going after transactional keywords, where you don't need a lot of backlinks, where you don't need a lot of words per page, and where the keywords bring you customers. They bring you customers and users and leads and all that fun stuff. That's at compactkeywords.com. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for listening. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.